Hello children, nice to meet you all. Today I am going to explain you one poem from 10th class English textbook, How to Tell Wild Animals. What is that poem? How to Tell Wild Animals. This is from your third unit. Okay, this poem is taken from your third unit. So, now let us first go to the title. What is the title? How to Tell Wild Animals. How to tell wild animals means, what does it mean tell here? Tell identifies what? So here tell is, why do we use the word tell is here? It is to identify the wild animals. Okay, to distinguish the wild animals. Why did the poetess use this word? Because she wants the people to identify the wild animals. Here she has brought a nice poem to you regarding wild animals. Most probably all our 10th class poems are regarding animals, isn't it? Now this is also one poem taken from our textbook, How to Tell Wild Animals. That means, how do you identify the wild animals? Okay, what are the features of animals to identify whether they are wild or not? Okay, so now first, before going to the poem, let us go to the poet. Who is our poet here? Carolyn Wells. Carolyn Wells is the poet for this poem. She is poetess. She is a lady, so we call it as poetess. Okay. Now, Carolyn Wells was born on June 18th in the year 1862 in Rahway, United States. She was a prolific American writer, remembered largely for her popular mysteries, children's books and humorous verse. She was a prolific American writer. That means she was very professionally good in writing. Okay, and especially for mysteries, children's books and humorous verse. Humorous means all funny things, funny stories. Okay, next, she was an American poetess and was especially noted for her humor. Humor means funny. Next, from 1900, Wells gave herself entirely to literary work, and over next 4 decades means 40 years, she produced a flood of books. Flood of books means she wrote many books, some 170 titles that fell into several genres, like children's stories, mystery and detective stories and more. She has done more. And last, she died on March 24th in the year 1942. Okay, I think you have got little idea about the poetess. Now let us go to the poem. How to Tell Wild Animals. Which animal can you see in the picture here? Lion. Lion, a ferocious animal. Don't you know that? Yeah, it is a ferocious. Whoever sees lion, we get afraid, we get tensed, isn't it? So one day, suddenly you went to the east side of the jungles, east side of the forest. In Asian countries, you have gone to the forest. Then when you see a lion coming in front of you, roaring, no one is there for you to help, you are the alone facing the lion, then what are your feelings? Think for a second. Remember, go recall it, children. Once think for a few seconds that you are alone in the jungle. A ferocious lion is before you. It is coming forward you, roaring, and you are shouting. No one is there to help you. You are about to die. Now when a lion is in front of you, what it will do? Will it hug you? No, it wants to eat you. It is roaring with big sounds and coming in front of you. Then what will be the life there? Can you live? Can you survive with that seconds? At that moments, can you survive? You can't survive. The last destiny is dying. Dying means you are about to die. It is coming forward, roaring with big sounds. No one is there to help you. You are the alone facing the lion. Then the last time of yours has come. That means you are going to die. Then that will be the situation for you to identify that was none other than Asian lion. Okay, that means you are supposed to identify that that is a lion, a ferocious lion. That was the Asian lion. See here, children. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. Now, how do you identify that lion? How do you know that it is an Asian lion? Why? Because it is coming to kill you. It is coming to eat you. No one is there for you to help. By chance you faced that lion suddenly, unexpectedly when you went to the jungle. Then you are supposed to identify that is a Asian lion. See here, if ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, where should you go? You went by chance. Unexpectedly you went to a jungle on east side of your country. Okay, it's all the Asian countries. Okay, next, and if they should to you advance a large and tawny beast. In the advance means in front of you, you find a lion. If he roars at you as you are dying, you saw a lion suddenly and it is about to come towards you, then you feel tensed. No one is there to help you. You can't escape anywhere. Only you and lion are there facing each other. You are going to die now. Then you will know that it is the Asian lion. When such situation comes, you are supposed to identify that it is the Asian lion. Here the poetess is saying that please identify when such situation you face, you come over such situations, you think that it is the Asian lion. So what are the hard words? Let us know here. Tawny. Tawny means yellowish brown color. You know the color of the lion, isn't it? See, you can see in the picture. Next, dine. D-Y-I-N. This is the short form here. In this poem, dine means dying. Dying means going to die. Now you feel that, now I don't have any chance to rescue. I don't have any chance to help. No one is ready to help me. No one is there to survive me. So I can't survive. In this situation, I can't survive. Now over. My time has completed. I am going to die in front of this lion. This lion will kill me and eat. When such situation comes, that you are supposed to think that the lion is a Asian lion and it is a wild animal. These are the features of a lion. These are the things which you have to identify. Okay, here dying, here D-Y-I-N means dying. It is a short form used by the poetess. Dying means going to die. Why did the poet use D-Y-I-N? Because she wants to make the poem according to rhythm, rhyming words. Chance, advance, east, beast. See here, A, chance is A, rhyming scheme. East, B, advance, chance and advance both are rhyming simultaneously. So A. Okay, beast, east, beast, these are B. Okay, so to match the rhyming words, here the poetess used this shortcut of this spelling, dying. Okay, this is called poetic license. Some poets, what do? You know, children, they want to write a poem. When they write a poem, they want all the rhyming words matching. They want ending the rhyming words. So to make the ending very nicely with rhythm, with rhyming, so what they do, they make shortcuts. They change the spellings of some words. That changing of, they can do it. They are given permission to do. When they write, they are given permission to change the spellings according to their like. To their like means according to the rhyme scheme or according to the rhyming words. In the last, all the ending words, they change the spellings. So when they change the spellings according to the rhyming scheme, that changing of spellings is called poetic license. Here in this poem, you find many words like that. They change according to the rhyme scheme or rhyming. Okay, so this changing of spelling is called poetic license. I think you learned one new word here, poetic license. I'll explain you in the last. Okay, now did you understand, children? So if ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. These are the features of the lion. Now let us go to the next stanza. Or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. See here, what is the next picture of which animal we have here? Tiger. What are the features of the tiger? What tiger? Which tiger it is? Bengal tiger. The Bengal tiger. What are the features of the Bengal tiger? Let us see now. Or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you. See, when you are roaming here and there in the grass, suddenly one beast, one animal, one big personality, one big animal greets you, means it welcomes you. It is coming near you with black stripes on a yellow ground. Means what is its body? Its body is full of black stripes. Just notice if he eats you. It's coming to you, and if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. The animal which comes when it sees at you, the animal which come towards you and follows you and kills you and tries to eat you, then that animal is called as a Bengal tiger. You need to identify. But of course, children, we don't give that much chance to go in front of nobody has that much courageous, nobody is having that much braveness or courageous that we go in front of a tiger and stand. The tiger follows us, and it comes and eats us. Can it happen in real life? No, it can't happen. So this poem is called as humorous. This Caroline Wells writes always humorous poems. Humorous poems means funny poems. So she writes always funny poems. So now these things will happen. I told about the lion. Will it happen? You go in the jungle alone and you face a lion. Can it happen in real life? No, it doesn't happen. She just to make it funny, to make it humorous, she has written. Now this is also the same. You were roaming in the ground, and suddenly one tiger comes and full of body with black stripes. Of course, the tiger will have the black stripes on the ground. Ground means skin, okay, on the body. Next, just notice if he eats you. It comes and it catches you and eats you. Then it is a simple that you can learn that it is a Bengal tiger. Can it happen in real life? Can we do like that? No, we can't do. Just she has written it funnily. Okay. Now noble. Noble means high born or royal. Very noble. Okay. Next, discern. Discern means recognize. You recognize that when a tiger comes to eat you, you should recognize that it is a Bengal tiger. Next, roaming means wandering. When you are roaming in the ground, you are playing something, you are wandering. Then suddenly when a tiger attacks you, then it is a Bengal tiger. Here I will stop with 2 stanzas. Okay. In the next remaining stanzas, we can see in the next video, children. I think you have understood well. Okay. Thank you. Bye.